Have you ever wondered why the rain falls when it does, or why the clouds sometimes seem to hide away, leaving the land dry and thirsty? In the old days, before people could explain the skies with science, there was a story told across villages in Africa, a story of the mighty elephant and the spirit of rain. It is a tale of pride and humility, of friendship tested by selfishness, and of the way nature teaches us to respect the balance of life. So settle in, close your eyes if you like, and let's step into a world where animals spoke, clouds had feelings, and the voice of thunder was once the sound of a quarrel between friends. The sun burned hot upon the land. For weeks, the earth had not tasted a single drop of water. The grass had turned to brittle straw, the rivers were shrinking, and the animals were growing weary. At the center of it all stood Elephant, the largest, strongest creature in the forest. His massive ears fanned the air, his great tusks gleamed like ivory spears, and his booming voice could shake the ground. Everyone looked to him for answers, for in times of trouble, Elephant had always been the one to lead, but even he could not make the clouds open. One evening, as the animals gathered beneath a fading red sky, they complained of thirst. The zebras' stripes had dulled from dust, the antelopes staggered weakly, and even the proud lion, king of hunters, looked too tired to roar. "Rain must come," whispered Tortoise, his cracked shell showing how dry the earth had become. "But where is Rain? Why does she hide from us?" Elephant lifted his head, his small eyes narrowing as he gazed at the endless sky. "Rain is lazy," he rumbled. "She stays away because no one commands her. If she will not come on her own, then I, Elephant, will summon her. For I am the strongest, and she must obey me." The animals stirred uneasily. They respected Elephant's power, but some shook their heads. Rain was not a creature to be ordered. It was a gift, a blessing. Still, who could challenge the mighty Elephant? That very night, as stars shimmered above, Elephant walked to the sacred clearing at the edge of the forest. There, it was said, the spirit of rain sometimes rested among the clouds that touched the mountaintops. Elephant lifted his trunk and trumpeted, the sound rolling like thunder through the valley. "Rain!" he bellowed. "Come down at once! The animals suffer, and I command you to fall!" At first, the sky remained silent, but then, from the shadows of the clouds, a soft, silvery voice replied, "Why do you call me so rudely, Elephant?" It was Rain herself, her voice like the whisper of falling water. The clouds glowed faintly as she spoke. Elephant stamped his foot. "Because you hide while the land withers. I am Elephant, strongest of all creatures, and I command you to pour." A rumble moved across the sky, not thunder, but Rain's sigh. "Strength does not command me, Elephant. I come when kindness and balance call, not when pride demands." But Elephant would not listen. Night after night he returned, ordering rain to fall, boasting of his power. And each time, Rain grew quieter, more distant, until one night she did not answer at all. The days grew hotter, the rivers shrank to muddy pools, animals collapsed in the dust. Even Elephant, proud as he was, began to feel his strength weaken. His skin cracked from dryness, and his great body moved slowly. One evening, when hope seemed nearly gone, Tortoise, small, slow, and often overlooked, spoke again. "Elephant, you have called Rain with pride. Perhaps she waits for a different call. Let me try." Elephant laughed weakly, though his voice no longer boomed. "You? Tiny Tortoise? What can your thin voice do that my mighty trumpet could not?" But the other animals, desperate now, urged Elephant to let him try. So, under the fading stars, Tortoise made his slow way to the clearing. He lifted his wrinkled neck, his old eyes shining, and he whispered into the night, "Rain, gentle Rain, we miss you. The land is thirsty and the animals are weary. We do not wish to command you. We only ask as friends if you might come to us once more." For a moment, silence. Then a cool breeze stirred the leaves. The clouds above began to glow, and Rain's voice answered softly. "Ah, Tortoise, You speak with humility and respect. You understand that I do not belong to elephant, nor to any creature, but to all who honor the balance of life. Because you have asked kindly, I will return." And with that, the sky opened. Rain poured down in silver sheets, splashing against the cracked earth, filling the rivers, and painting the world green again. The zebras danced in the water, the antelopes leapt with joy, and even Lion lifted his head to roar in relief. Elephant, too, drank deeply, the cool water running down his great throat. Yet as he stood in the rain, shame filled his heart. His strength had not brought rain. His pride had only pushed her farther away. The animals turned to Tortoise with gratitude, and Rain's laughter echoed from the sky like gentle thunder. But Rain also spoke once more, her voice carrying a lesson that would be remembered for generations. "Let all creatures know, I do not answer to strength or pride. I come where there is respect, kindness, and harmony. Remember this, and the land will never be without me." From that day forward, Elephant learned humility. No longer did he boast of being the strongest. Instead, he listened more carefully to the wisdom of the small and the humble. And when rain clouds gather over the African plains and thunder rumbles in the distance, the elders say it is a reminder of that old quarrel. Elephant's pride against rain's wisdom. The rain falls not because it is commanded, but because it is welcomed with respect. The story of the elephant and the rain teaches us that pride and force cannot command life's blessings. It is humility, respect, and kindness that open the skies and bring harmony. And so, dear friends, if you enjoyed this magical folktale, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more enchanting stories from around the world. And be sure to press the bell icon so you never miss a new tale. Tell me, if you could invite rain on a hot summer day, what would you say to her? Would you command, or would you ask kindly? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them.